This video will explain how to run partnership ads on Meta. That's how you bring in influencers. We're going to run why you would run the partnership ads, the different ways you can run these partnership ads, and then importantly, how to physically run those partnership ads. Let's get into it. Okay, so partnership and influencer ads can be incredibly powerful, and it's how brands like Prime partner with huge stars like Erling Haaland on Facebook. But how could you partner with other influencers to really drive sales into your business? A partnership ad is simply where your brand partners with an influencer of some description, and they look like this. Now you can see at the top there where you have the influencer and then it says with your brand. But they can also look like this when they say your brand with then the influencer. So there's two ways that you can do this. Now exactly which way will work best will depend on a variety of factors, including how well the influencer is known, how well your brand is known, and how receptive their audience is to being sold to. But the key is to test doing it both ways, and we'll show you how to do that later. So first of all, let's talk about the influencer that you actually partner with, because you can literally partner with anyone out there. So how do you determine who is best? Now the biggest factor that you need to consider is their followers are your target market. That's key. Now think of Nike sponsoring Cristiano Ronaldo. Now he's followed by hundreds of millions of people who have an interest in sport, so it's a perfect fit. Now we ran an influencer campaign for a company called Out and About who sell pushchairs for active parents, and they partnered with an influencer called Savannah Fit Pregnancy. She's a fitness influencer who got pregnant, and her following was a perfect fit as it was all young women who were either pregnant or had recently had children, but they wanted to maintain an active and fit lifestyle, so they followed Savannah for guidance on how to do that. Now this is the biggest factor when picking your influencer. After that, it's going to be budget, as you will need to actually pay the influencer to promote your product. So here's a pro tip. If your influencer creates content for your business, just ensure that within the contract you own the rights to that content so that you can use it long term. Now this might cost you more, but it'd be worth it. Otherwise, you might only have the content for a single campaign, and the value of that content to your business will be really limited because it will be one-time use. Now, you'll not only have to agree that they will endorse your business, but also how you can use the content that is produced by them. And the devil is always in the detail. So once you've got that agreement with your influencer, you have to send them a partner request, and they have to then authorize it. It's really simple, but can be a little bit tricky to find. So let's dive into the laptop and I'll show you quickly how to do that. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is find the Partnerships Ads Hub. Now, there's going to be different ways that you can do that. So if I showed you where the buttons are, they might not exist under your specific setup that you've got. Unfortunately, it will change in ad account to ad account. That's just one of the frustrating things with Facebook. With this particular client, if I come down there to All Tools, it's going to be down there, the Partnership Ads Hub. If it isn't in this section, which it might not be, when you come in here to Partnership Ads, select this toggle to on and then hit Manage Partners. And this is within the ad level of your advertising account. So I hit that, and this is what you will be presented with. So what you need to do is come up here to Add Partnerships, and then you select the influencer, so you have to search for them. Okay, so let's say I wanted to find Savannah, so I just type in some search terms, and you can see there that Savannah Taylor, pregnancy and postpartum coach, right? So if I select that and click done, then all I'm going to do is hit next. You select the business asset that you want to link it to. Let's say it's my business there. Select next, and it'll ask me to review the request, and the next step is you just send it. I'm not going to send it because we're not partnering with Savannah at the moment. The influencer then is probably going to say things to you like, I don't know where that request is. So you're might have to show them where to accept it, and this is where you do it. So again, you ask them to go into their business manager and find the Partnership Ads Hub. You can use the search function to do that, and then you go into received a request. And all you will do is you'll select these three dots and you will accept. Okay, so it's, or decline, whatever it's going to be. So it's as simple as that, but you have to go through those steps in order to move into the next stage, which is to set it up, and I'm going to show you that now. Okay, so the next part then is we come down into here where it's identity, and you're just going to select the drop down, and you are going to go through and choose the Facebook page or the Instagram account that you want to link it to. Obviously we manage quite a few. You would just select the one that is appropriate. Now this is going to be the page where it's going to come to. So the first identity is the page which is going to be shown first on the ads like we showed you earlier. Now that could be the influencer, if you want to show influencer with your business, or it could be your business with influencer. So the first identity is the one that will be shown first, and the second identity is the one that will be shown second. After you guys have done that, everything else is the normal ad creation process, everything that we teach on this channel. So there's loads of videos that can help you with that. I don't intend on diving into the details around that side of things, because it is just after that a standard ad setup. The main things to consider, the biggest mistakes that we see people make, is they partner with an influencer whose audience doesn't fit their product. Just because somebody uses your product and they're famous doesn't necessarily mean that they're a good partner for a partnership ad. A good example is a client of ours who wanted to use an influencer who is on The Only Way is Essex. It's a rubbish program in the United Kingdom. But this person was 22 years old, and the product that they were selling, they're 22 years old and they just had a kid, and the products that they were selling, my client, was around early years education for children. The mistake they made is not recognizing that the followers of this The Only Way is Essex star, although they had 500,000 followers, they didn't have kids. They're not that individual's target market. So that's the first big problem. The second big problem is when businesses don't look at the detail of the contracts and they only agree for one-time use, because a great thing that you can do with influencers is you can get them to produce the content. You can get them to produce user-generated content for your business and your products. And when they do that, it can be really authentic and really, really powerful. But if within the detail of that contract, it says that you can use it for one campaign or one post, it is of really limited use to your business, because what you want is to have ownership to be able to repeatedly use over time, over several years, that content. You want to be able to use it on your website, on your case studies, your testimonials, on your advertising, on your organic content, and any other way where it can add value to you. You might have to pay more to the influencer for that lifetime use, but you might be able to negotiate it at no extra fee, because it's no extra work for them to be able to let you use it long term, but it is of more value to you. They might, if they're clever, charge you for that value. Many don't, but just make sure that you're on top of the detail and you negotiate that contract favorably to your business. I guarantee if you put this into place, it will really work with you, but the big blocker is often they don't know where to accept that partnership ad request. So use this video to show them how, and it's really, really nice and simple. So I hope that helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more tips on everything to do with meta ads and wider digital marketing. See you next time.